Welcome back, heads. And welcome back to Life with Hez. By the way, I found out somebody told me he's a Hez head. Hey, join me being a Hez head. Maybe I'll get t-shirts made or caps. I don't know. Today, we're gonna be light and airy today. Yeah, been having a week. Been having one of those weeks. You all know what I'm talking about, a week. So I was trying to figure out what we were going to talk about today. I decided today we were going to talk about intimacy, but the funny side of it. A person was coming out to look at something today, and you try to straighten up, and as I shut my drawer to the nightstand, I thought there was a bee in the drawer. It wasn't a bee buzzing at all, it was something else. We're going to call that something else the happy little buzzing bee, if you know what I mean. We're going to use these terms because I have quite a range of ages that watch this, so we're just going to call today's segment the happy buzzing bees. I've had a few friends through the years decide they want to be what they call a pure romance representative. So they have these get-togethers of a lot of happy little buzzing bees that you can buy. Some are big bees, some are little bees, and some buzz and some do other things. And so I've held a one or two of these little get-togethers, and I must tell you, they're quite interesting. Here's the fun part about that, and some of you that have had these parties know what I'm talking about. You decide to do this, you have that friend reach out, hey, I'm going to be a romance representative, and on the side, can you help me out? Can you get some girls together? Sure can. Here's the best part. This is my favorite part. So you got those girls that you invite. You got the ones are just gonna be like, hey, I'm all on board. I like some happy bees. I like to buzz around that hive a little bit. You got those. Then you got the ones that you invite that are just cringing because they really don't want to go. They don't want to come. But you know what? They're too nice. They're too nice to tell you now. Those are my favorite because those are the ones that come in and everything's on display and they're looking, they're just like, oh, what is that? Oh, and they sit there quiet and everybody else is laughing, some alcohol and some food, some finger foods, you're having a good time. You're watching things spin around and do their thing. That's one of my favorites, watching those that they're too nice to say no, but they're dying inside while they're sitting there watching this go on. Then you have that third group. Here's that group. This is a group, this one cracks me up too. I had one party one time, this girl came. I would have thought she was that second group, the one that's going to sit there, not going to say a word. No. Let me tell you what she did. She bought the biggest, fattest, happy bee, biggest, fattest, happy bee I've ever seen. I was shocked. I was so shocked because this was somebody you wouldn't expect. So then you have that third group, the ones that you think you don't know. And I was like, oh, I wanted to high five her. I was like, you go ahead with yourself. I'm proud of you. She was a happy person. She's probably the happiest person in that whole group, Megan. So I'll tell you a little story about something on this subject. Me and two of my girlfriends went to one of these happy little stores down at the beach the other year. And the best part about when you go into these stores, you walk in and nobody wants to go first. You all hit that door and everybody stands there like, well, I'm not opening the door. Are you going to open the door? So I open the door. Because you know what, Megan, when you go into these places, you have to own this. You have to act like, even though you're dying inside, because you're like, oh, shoot, who's in there? What are they going to think of you? They're looking at you like, I know why you're here. But you know what, you don't care. You're just like, you have to own it. So the three of us go in there and we're looking around. And here's what messed with me, Megan, on this subject. Here's what messed with me. Now you're in one of these shops and there's all kinds of gadgets, but they're playing church music. And I even said to the guy, I said, I laughed. Then I looked around, I laughed again, and I said, that's interesting music you're playing for here. And he just kind of looked at me and laughed, but it was church music. Meanwhile, there were videos on. Tell you what, it was like having the angel and the devil, one on each shoulder. I didn't know what to do. Us three get a few things. Here's the best part. We're back at the beach house, and it's the day this is now a couple of days later, and we're ready to go home. And the one girl was in the shower, and I was getting ready in the room, and I'm standing there, and I heard zzz. I'm like, shoot, oh my God, there's a bee in here. I don't want to get stung. Do you want to get stung? I don't want to get stung. I'm like, oh, there's a bee. Then I go over to the wall, and I hear zzz. I'm like, there's a hive. Oh, we got a whole nest of bees happening here. And I'm like, oh, I gotta let somebody know this. I get closer. I got my ear up against the wall, like listening. Next thing I know, I'm like, wait, that's not coming from the wall. That's coming from below. Look down, there's her bag. Damn thing, her buzzy bee was just buzzing away on its own, in the bag, not even touched. So we laughed, we had a good laugh. We got that thing to stop, driving home. I'm driving, her bag's behind me. What do we hear? Bzzz, on its own again. Now that was a little rambunctious buzzing bee right there. I told her, I said, you get a handle on that thing. That thing's possessed. Anywho, I just thought I'd talk about this day. You know what? It's lighten the mood, make me feel happy today. It was funny when my drawer was buzzing today because I was like, what's going on? Heaven forbid the person coming out to the house would have heard that. They talk about huge embarrassment. Thanks again for joining me with Life with Hez. And thank you to those Hez heads that have been following me. Please subscribe, tell your friends, follow, you know, all the other things you do with Instagram and YouTube. I don't know. All right, see you next week, like this. And I'm going to lightly fade out, Life with Hez.